Hello friends, now I am here with the third part of Yojana for the month of October 2024. In the first part, we covered about the Swachh Bharat mission and its impact on rural sanitation and the special campaign 4.0. In the last part, we covered about the Ganga rejuvenation and water conservation and Ganga at Varanasi. Now, in this part, we will be covering about smart grids and renewable energy powering rural sanitation. Now, first of all, what are smart grids? Smart grids are those grids for electricity transmission which are enabled with information and communication technology tools or automation tools so that losses can be reduced, more efficiency in transmission can be achieved. And why we are linking renewable energy with rural sanitation? See, rural sanitation, you need to supply water for agriculture because agriculture is a prominent activity in rural areas, and water for domestic purposes also. And for pumping water, you need pumps, and for operating the pumps, you need obviously electricity. Where will that electricity come from? Because in the rural areas, there is scanty supply, there is disturbed supply. So, renewable energy is the answer. You do not need to be dependent upon the traditional electricity supply. You can generate it in your homes. You can generate it in your agricultural fields. You can pump water. You can have access to water through those renewable energy, I would say, sources. That is why we are linking renewable energy with rural sanitation. And this is very, very important. So we'll see what all we are doing with respect to this. And second topic, very important, that is Gandhiji's philosophy with respect to cleanliness or Swachata. It was his, I would say, way of life, I can say. And he is one of the major inspirations behind the Swachh Bharat mission. He frequently talked about Swachata during his campaigns, during his movements. And he also partnered with the members of the lower caste who are indulged into cleaning and all. And he was a very big proponent of this cleanliness. No doubt about the fact the symbol of Swachh Bharat is his specs, and one of of the lenses is written Swachh, the other lens is written Bharat. You might have recalled it by now. So, what was his philosophy behind Swachhata? Why he said that Swachhata should be there, and what he did for achieving Swachhata? This is what this topic is all about. So let's get started with the first topic, that is, in rural areas, how we provide sanitation. So there are challenges of power supply in rural areas. Power supply issues are there. Consistent power supply remains a challenge in rural areas. And on top of that, we have climate change impacts now. Expected to worsen water scarcity, increasing the risk of disease transmission without basic hygiene practices. So, opportunity for efficiency, integration of smart grids and renewable energy offers solutions for efficient rural sanitation. So, see, for sanitation, the basic element required is water. How you will get water if you are not on the banks of any river, or if there is no, I would say, any stream flowing by? You'll have to pump it from either the ground or from the nearby water body. And for installing a pump and running a pump, you need electricity. Is 24 hours electricity available? Have we reached that situation? It is not. But you need sanitation because sanitation is very important. So, renewable energy is the answer. And renewable energy along with smart grids. What is the smart grid? Smart grid is an electric grid enhanced with automation, communication, and IT systems. Key features: it monitors and controls power flows in real time, integrates consumer and renewable power sources, reduces transmission and distribution losses, enhances reliability through peak load management. So, smart is nothing but it is, you know, aided with automation, communication, and IT systems. So, just an example to give you, let's suppose I have installed solar panels in my house. I am producing electricity through those solar panels, and my consumption of electricity is less than what I am producing, means I am producing surplus. So, when I am producing surplus and I am connected with a smart grid, what is possible through a smart grid is that surplus electricity goes to the grid and goes to that place where electricity is not there. Most importantly, I will be earning money for that. Whatever surplus electricity I am producing, and that is going through that smart grid to the consumer over there. I'm a prosumer and a consumer will be consuming it. So to that consumer, this electricity is going. Benefits of smart grid: outage management can be done. Automated systems are there for fast service restoration during outages. So repair and all is easy. Real-time monitoring, continuous tracking of power consumption at the consumer level is done. Dynamic pricing encourages off-peak consumption through reduced tariffs. Consumer awareness, tools for tracking electricity usage, promoting energy efficiency and all are also possible. Bi-direction power flow facilitates net metering for prosumers. Prosumers, just example which I gave you. If I'm producing more than my need, then that electricity flows through the grid to the person who needs it. Improved utility management, better control over distribution networks and asset management is also there. Microgrid. What is a microgrid? It is an integrated energy and communication system consisting of interconnected loads and distributed energy sources. Operation can function independently, standalone, or alongside large grid during emergencies. So it is an integrated energy and communication systems consisting of interconnected loads and distributed energy sources. So micro, as the name suggests, is a small grid where things can be done like one house or two houses or multiple floors. You have a grid. Generation sources, diverse sources are there. Solar, wind, and micro turbines provide reliable power with ability to isolate from larger networks. So it has the ability to integrate with larger networks also and isolate also from them. We're talking about the Jal Jeevan mission. This is basically a mission which is aiming to provide piped water to every rural household through a functional household tap connection. How much water? 55 liters of water per day, per person per day. And talking about this, that uh, what is the target year? Target year is 2024, but let's see whether it gets accomplished or not. So objective: provide safe drinking water to all rural households through individual tap connection by 2024. Sustainability measures includes rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge, and grey water management. Grey water is basically the used water from the households, like you used water from your kitchens and all, which has been ejected after washing utensils and all. Community involvement, participation, active community involvement is crucial with a focus on education and prioritizing water issues through Jan Andolan movement. Jan Andolan means we need to take into account, or we need to take people into account, generate awareness among them for water conservation and utilizing that water effectively. Then we have this PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, the rooftop solar capacity enhancement. Increase solar rooftop capacity, empowering households to generate electricity. Key features: you get reliable power, ensures affordable power for rural sanitation. Incentive structure: rupees 1000 crore allocated for local bodies to promote residential rooftop solar installations. Stakeholder collaboration engages various entities to effectively promote solar projects. So this is a noble initiative. Let's see how this gets spread or how much popular this gets. But sanitation and renewable energy, the linkage. So we've been talking about it, but let's see in the point wise. Role of renewable energy in sanitation: maintenance of toilets, proper waste management, and promotion of hygiene practices all require electricity. And if there is scanty electricity supply, the renewable energy can be the answer. The solar energy can provide reliable power for water pumping and sanitation initiatives. Cost reduction for Gram Panchayats, financial strains. Gram Panchayat face challenges in meeting operational costs. So cost saving. So solar PV systems can lower electricity costs compared to conventional sources. So initial installation cost will be there, but yes, after that, the cost of production and all will be very less. Not zero, but less. Why? Because you need battery systems, you need to maintain those batteries and all. So some cost to will be there. The net metering system means if you are producing more than your requirement, then you can supply it to the grid. That is called as the net metering system. So bidirectional meters track energy consumption, allowing surplus energy to be carried forward. Electricity demand in rural areas. So challenges of rural areas or challenges of rural electricity demand, the distribution issues: small and sparse demands lead to costly power distribution networks. Local solutions: installing solar PV systems reduces the need for large distribution networks. Microgrids supporting rural communities. Smaller microgrids can meet the electricity needs of rural areas, ensuring power for sanitation initiatives. Now, the next topic, which is going to be the last topic for this month as well, Gandhiji's philosophy on Swachata through self-practice. So, Gandhiji not only led our national movement, but yes, he gave us life lessons, multiple life lessons of truth, non-violence, and most importantly, life lessons in this context is of Swachata. He was a big proponent of cleanliness, and he went on to say cleanliness of thoughts, cleanliness of actions also. But yes, we are now talking about cleanliness with respect to sanitation and all. So, introduction: Gandhiji believed that cleanliness and sanitation were essential for human dignity and social progress. His commitment to these ideas was evident through his life and closely tied to his vision for India's independence and social reforms. Gandhiji's commitment to sanitation and cleanliness, central philosophy. The cleanliness and sanitation were key values for Gandhiji. He famously said that everyone must be his own scavenger, means cleaner, encouraging people to take responsibility for their hygiene. Personal experience, his time in South Africa and India, strengthened his beliefs, leading him to declare a lavatory must be as clean as a drawing room. Lavatory means where you go for doing toilet. Social vision. Gandhiji's view of India's independence included not just political freedom but also social issues, with village sanitation and health being important parts of the 18-point constructive program. Now, cleanliness, a personal passion for Gandhiji. Childhood he spent in Porbandar. He grew up in Porbandar, where he encouraged or encountered practice of untouchability. Sorry, not encouraged, definitely not encouraged. He encountered untouchability. Untouchability was practiced against the lower caste people. In his home, touching a mehtar sweeper made someone unclean. He resisted this idea even as a child, questioning his mother about needing to bathe after touching the son of a scavenger, Uka. Realization: in South Africa, Gandhiji's commitment to cleanliness grew during his time in South Africa, where he faced racial prejudice and saw the poor living conditions of the Indian communities over there. He highlighted the importance of personal hygiene and better sanitary conditions. And he came to India, so he carried forward this as well. Promoting cleanliness in South Africa, he started it. He encouraged Indians in South Africa to maintain personal hygiene and keep their surroundings clean, along with promoting honesty and learning English to improve their social standings. Hygiene in India, Calcutta Congress Session 1901. The Congress also talked about it in the starting of the last century. So, in the 1901 Congress session in Calcutta, Gandhiji was shocked by the terrible sanitary conditions at the camp. Some delegates used verandas as latrines without anyone objecting. Despite being a lawyer, he cleaned the mess himself, leading by example even when others refused to help. So, this is something which is disturbing. Fighting untouchability to self practice. The creation of Bhangi squads. Years later, under Gandhiji's leadership in the Indian National Congress, he established Bhangi squads. Bhangi means sweepers at Congress camps. Even members of upper castes participated in cleaning work, which was groundbreaking. Alongside these people, the sweepers and all who belonged to the lower caste. That is why it was groundbreaking. During the Haripura Congress, 2000 volunteers were trained in scavenging tasks. The campaign against untouchability was also run by him. Gandhiji connected his sanitation efforts with fighting untouchability. He believed that untouchables were marginalized because their cleaning work was seen as impure and a derogatory one. And obviously, caste system was divided in such a way that the caste based occupation was something which was prominent. The upper caste, that is the Brahmins, were given this task of interpreting the religion. The Kshatriyas were given this task of being a warrior. The Vaishyas were given a task of being a businessman or trader. And these people, the Shudras, they were given a task of sanitation and cleaning. So this is what is there with respect to the caste system. And upper caste going alongside lower caste was a rare side in India. At that time, it was rare. Now also, we can see it more, upper caste going alongside lower caste, especially in urban areas. So we can see, but in rural areas, still this caste-based distinction, caste-based discrimination is prevalent. So it was this in 1915, he welcomed an untouchable family into his ashram in Kochrab, Gujarat, despite facing social backlash and opposition from family members, treating the girl from that family as his own daughter. So, see, Gandhiji's family was also not in favor of it because caste had been too much deeply, rooted into the systems. Eradicating manual scavenging and breaking social barriers. Social change, Gandhiji aimed to remove the stigma around manual scavenging, emphasizing that society needed to change its mindset. Why should scavengers be considered untouchable for cleaning filth? He also questioned norms about using the left hand for cleaning, which was seen as impure. This was a belief that right hand should not be used for cleaning, left hand should be used. And why was there? There was no logic behind that, or no scientific rationale behind that. But unfortunately, manual scavenging is still happening in the country. Although we have passed a law for eradicating manual scavenging and all, but yes, it is still happening. Vinoba Bhave's example he took. Gandhiji's close associate Vinoba Bhave from the upper caste performed two important duties in the ashram, discussing the Gita and cleaning the toilets. Bhave's actions highlighted the respect for both spiritual work and cleaning, showing the dignity of all labor. So no work is bad, and obviously cleaning is definitely not bad. Reconstructing society through Swachata. Village sanitation as part of social construction was there. Gandhiji viewed sanitation as an important part of his 18-point constructive program aimed at rebuilding society. Among the 18 points, village sanitation and knowledge of health and hygiene were highlighted as essential for reforming the Indian society. Obviously, it was. But unfortunately, now after 2014, when the Swachh Bharat mission came, this kind of revolution came. Swachhata and all. Constructive program in his 1945 book, Constructive Program, its meaning and place. Gandhiji outlined a plan for volunteers to work on sanitation and hygiene as part of achieving Purna Swaraj, complete self-rule. He wrote that political freedom should go hand in hand with cleanliness and health. His thoughts were genuinely progressive with respect to this. And he was thinking about all this in the 1930s, 1920s, 1940s, basically in the 20th century. And the sad part is that India is not able to accomplish his I would say, teachings or his philosophy till now. Although things have been better, especially after the Swachh Bharat mission. But yes, it's been good 70, 80 years. We should have accomplished this way before. This is what I mean to say. So Gandhiji's legacy of Swachhata, he thought beyond hygiene. Gandhiji's philosophy of cleanliness was about more than just hygiene. It was about social change. He believed that true courage meant taking responsibility for one's surrounding, saying it takes as much courage to be a good scavenger as to win a Victoria Cross. Modern influence, his legacy continues to inspire today's cleanliness movements such as Swachh Bharat Mission, reminding everyone of their duty to keep their environment clean. So, we definitely should be carrying forward his legacy. We should not forget that Swachhata is very, very important for our personal well-being. It is important for our health. It is also important for our wealth because if we remain healthy, we will be wealthy. We will be saving out of pocket expenditure. And spiritually also, it is believed that the I would say goddess of wealth, that is Lakshmi Ma, comes where the cleanliness is. You see, Diwali, people are busy cleaning their homes and all. Why? Because Ma Lakshmi has to come on Diwali. But why to clean homes only on Diwali? Why Goddess Lakshmi should come only on Diwali? She should come every day, no? And you should be doing cleaning every day. As simple as that. So, this is what we need to learn and we need to implement. If we do so, we will be truly following Gandhiji's ideals, and Gandhiji will be very happy to see a clean India. A clean India definitely will be a healthy India. And most importantly, a healthy India will be a happy India and a prosperous India. So with this, we have come to an end of this edition of Yojana for the month of October 2024. I will be meeting you now in the next month's edition. I will be taking, the topics over there, and till then you stay tuned. Also try to read the original text of Yojana. That will definitely help you. So this is me signing off. Take care, keep studying, keep reading, keep writing. Most importantly, keep revising. Namaste, Jai Hind.